Hi everyone, welcome to Thai Reading. As for myself, I have about 6 years of experience with the Thai language, which by no means makes me an expert, of course. Fortunately, however, I do have an excellent guidebook. This is Thai for Beginners by Benjawan Phumsan Becker, and I would recommend it to anyone who's looking to learn the Thai language, whether or not you're considering reading. It's readily available both inside and outside of Thailand, and to me it's the best place to start because it's the only truly consistent pronunciation guide I've ever seen for writing Thai in the Roman alphabet. It does this by bringing in a few of the complexities of the International Phonetic Alphabet, but as the author says, there really is no consistent romanization system for Thai. Even the one you see on road signs doesn't get it right all the time. And so that's why I would say it was the best place to start if you're looking to learn to either speak or read the Thai language. So the thing which often puts people off trying to learn to read Thai is the fact that it has a very large alphabet. There are 44 consonants, over 20 vowels, and the line between them does get blurred sometimes. Now, to be sure, there is definitely more complexity reading the Thai language than reading any language that uses the Roman alphabet. However, there are a lot of rare letters that are holdovers from older languages like Pali or Sanskrit, and they don't show up much of the time in everyday use, usually in more formal vocabulary. I don't want to oversell this point. You will need to know all of the letters in order to successfully read Thai. However, you can rely on there being a lot more letters like the English Q, X, or Z, letters which are less often seen and so more notable when they do show up. So to start with, let's introduce some consonants. There are 3 consonant classes in Thai, that's high, middle, and low class, and these affect the way the tones work, which we'll look at later. To distinguish between identical sounds, each consonant has a name that corresponds to a noun that uses that consonant. So, for example, the first consonant in the Thai alphabet is Gor Gai. And gai means chicken, and gor is simply the consonant sound, a g, which is pronounced with a generic vowel or that we use for all pronunciation of letters. So, Thai children learn the consonants in order using a special poem, but what we're going to do is introduce the mid-class consonants first. This is the best place to start for adult learners for a number of reasons. First of all, they are the smallest class of consonants. There are only 9 of them. And secondly, they are all unique sounds within the class. So what I mean by that is whenever you hear a word that begins with one of these consonant sounds, you know that it is going to be a mid-class consonant that produces it, and this will help the way it works tonally. And finally, it's the most versatile class of consonants. It's the only class that can actually produce all 5 tones. This will help when we introduce the tone marks and tone rules in a couple of lessons' time. So as it happens, Gorgai is actually the first middle class consonant, and as I said, it's a hard G, a g sound. This is different from the soft G, a j sound. That is the second middle class consonant, Georgian. So Georgian is sometimes romanized as CH or even simply as C. Now I don't agree with either of these romanizations. To me it's very clearly a J sound, a j. But it does show that the context that you first encounter a letter with will affect the way you view it going forward. The next middle class consonant is Dordek. Dordek, which is a d sound. It's a fairly straightforward consonant, but it does have a complicated sibling in Dodao. So Dodao is, as far as I'm aware, a new sound for any English speakers or any other European language speakers. It's somewhere between a D and a T. So if you couldn't hear it when I said it before, compare these 3 syllables, Dao, Dao, and Tao. Those are 3 entirely different syllables in the Thai language with 3 completely different meanings. Next, we have another pair beginning with Bo by Mai and this is a b, b, b sound, but it too has a sibling in bobla, and that's a b, b, p sound. It's halfway between a b and a p in the same way. So once again, we can see the contrast between bow, bow, and pow. The last of the common mid-class consonants is o-ang, and this is a very interesting consonant. First of all, because it can also act as a vowel, but more on that later, but also because it is actually a silent consonant, which means that if you ever want a syllable to start with a vowel sound, you need to use this consonant to hang that vowel on. Finally, there are two rare consonants in the mid-class, but they are both duplicates of sounds we have seen before. There is do-cha-da, which is a d sound like do-dek, and then there is do-patak, which is a d sound like do-dao. So they are rare consonants, like I say, but they do pop up in common vocabulary from time to time. And aside from being quite complicated to draw, they function in exactly the same way as do-dek and do-dao. So there we are. Those are the 9 mid-class consonants. When it comes to learning those consonants, I don't know if this will work for you, but what worked for me was to write them all down the side of a page with their sounds, review them, and then fold the page over so that you couldn't see the letters. Then, an hour or two later, you can come back to that piece of paper and then write them out again and check to make sure you got them all right. By doing this 4 to 6 times a day, it only took me a couple of days to learn all of the mid-class consonants. That is only the mid-class consonants, however. There's a long way to go. We haven't even brought in any vowels yet. We'll start to do that next time on Thai Reading. Bye for now.